Hello, YouTube.
Did you get the theme?
Yes, thank you. So
Did you get the theme?
I did. I started the video just as Jennifer was
Oh no!
the gun show. It's too late. It started now.
Flabby arms.
Hi, YouTube. How are you?
Hi.
No arms.
Pudding. Wait,
I
look,
can't even do that. Look.
somebody has dressed up smart for this, and it's not me.
It wasn't for this.
Oh, have you been out on a date?
No.
Oh, I've done it again.
No fancy dates at the moment. I wanted to feel good about myself, YouTube. I wanted to wear something more than just. I got compliments last time in real life when I wore a shirt, so I wore one today.
Good.
That's all right then.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Right, sorry. Okay. I keep opening and then closing the music tab, so I just had to cue that all back up again. Oh, it's because I've been messing around with the videos.
Yeah.
Okay. The video's going. It's going to be a wonderful echo. Sorry, YouTube. New mics. There's an echo.
It's horrendous.
It's awful.
I'm here with you.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'm going to start audio now.
Control R.
No, I'm not. I'm lying to you. What the hell just happened?
Oh.
Sorry.
System shutdown.
Not quite sure what just happened.
Self-destruction. In 5.
Please don't go.
4.
The drones need you. They look up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. There you go, that's better. Okay. Okay. Clap like a Mikey Jeremy. 3, 2. You don't need to clap.
You said clap.
3, 2, 1. There you go, that'll do.
I mean, how was that supposed to? 3, 2, 1.
It's almost like I'm fucking with you.
Yes.
Okay,
I have no idea if it's synchronized or not. Yeah.
fuck it.
I kind of make it sound right, and then at some point my audio desyncs anyway with you guys. So.
Right, okay. In 3, 2, 1. It's time for serial viewing! Hello and welcome to the 25th episode of Serial Viewing. This week we have watched Postman Pat, which ran from 1981 to 2013, which is a ridiculous amount of time. 9 series for a total of 184 episodes. Postman Pat follows the adventures of Patrick Clifton, a friendly country postman, and his black and white cat Jess, as he delivers the post through the valley of Greendale. Although he initially concentrates on delivering his letters, he nearly always becomes distracted by a concern of one of the villagers and is always keen to help resolve their problems. Good guy Pat. We watched Series 1, Episode 1, Postman Pat's Finding Day, in which Postman Pat tries to find Katie Pottage's dolly to cheer the little girl up on her day of her birthday. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.
Oh yes.
So this is brand new to all of us, isn't it? We've never
seen
heard
the show before in my life.
No.
No, never.
I grew up thinking it was a horror. I've never heard of it. What's going on?
Pat's last name's Clifton.
His name's Clifton, yeah.
I have to
I
say,
feel like
that's the first time that was But I don't know. The more I think about it, no,
First of what? Did you not know his last name was Clifton?
no. But then I'm thinking that I probably did.
so I knew that.
Sounds familiar.
It worries me that I knew that and no one else did.
No, yeah, it does sound familiar. It sounds like I've heard it before, but it's just Postman Pat. And when you say Patrick Clifton,
it sounds weird, doesn't it? Patrick
some
Clifton.
company executive.
Well, he does. He goes in the later series when it becomes special delivery service. It goes very corporate.
Yeah, we don't count that.
It counts.
Yeah.
I didn't think it did. I thought it was a different series, but it absolutely counts as part of the show.
It's actually quite weird because
Pat,
it's quite weird because this one he becomes a delivery service because he's literally delivering everybody all that crap.
We're gonna have words about that. If I was his manager, there would be serious concerns about the amount of time he's spending not delivering the freaking mail.
But he doesn't really have a manager. The only person he works for is the old lady who owns the post office.
10 points if you give me a name.
Oh, I can't remember.
Mrs. Goggins.
Hey, Jeremy gets 10 points.
Yeah.
Before we start, I know we have already started, but I want to say hello to James. Hello, James. James contacted us via Facebook to give us some comments on our Grange Hill episode. So I just want to say thank you, James. We appreciate that. If you have any comments, let us know. Good stuff. Oh, I'd also like to say hello to the random Russian lady who claims that she has video of me doing odd things in front of the camera. I guarantee you I have not.
Is this an Instagram thing?
No, they contacted us through the website. Yeah, I know.
Okay. I want to see that.
Ugh. No one wants to see that. Okay, so... Well, I've already told you, that's the entire thing. Pat's delivering mail. He goes to deliver it to the Pottages farm, or house, whatever, they're all farms. And one of the kids there has lost a doll, and he then does his actual job and spends a lot of time looking for a doll.
He does do his actual job. He just does it really quickly because he has like 3 parcels and 10 letters.
He gets kids to do it for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I did put. I'm not sure about giving kids the letters at school, but
those were children.
Because they dropped them in the pond.
Well, they were devils.
They were a bit sadistic looking.
What? I really like it.
Even Mary was less demonic than them.
Montgomery, yeah. You liked the character design?
Yeah, I love the characters. I like the stop motion. I mean, it's the stupid noses and some of the facial features that are just silly, but I love all of the characters. I think they're awesome. You got Mrs. Hubbard, who's like the evil witch. She's always mean, and she rides a bike just like.
I don't remember her.
She was the one who was shopping from the van.
Right.
You didn't get to see that kind of side of her in this episode, but she always reminds me of the old lady in Wizard of Oz that's mean to.
Was anyone else concerned that a small child doll, her most loved plaything, was the back in some bloke's van?
Yeah, I thought it was a little weird.
No, because I'm not a sick, twisted individual like you.
Look, I don't know.
Especially because the guy who owned the van looked a bit like Hitler as well.
He had tiny eyes and they were far too close together. Looked evil.
Yeah, and he had the mustache.
So if you
I think they were going for more of a Charlie Chaplin look, but still.
If you've never seen Postman Pat before, to put it politely, Pat's nose looks like a knob.
He does look like he's got a vibrator stuck to his face.
It's huge and erect and horrible.
I think Seth MacFarlane took some inspiration from Pat when he was designing Brian, Family Guy, because he looks exactly the same.
Do you think?
Yeah. Like his nose is like just all of his face.
He's more nose than man.
The right angle. Yeah.
So what did you think of the animation? If you liked the character design, which
I like the animation. I like I like all the but it's early stop motion. It's and I like in Ted's workshop, you've got all it's all doll's house furniture, but you've got all the stuff in the background and the detail, the fence things are I think it's great.
I like the background stuff. I feel the same way about the background in this as I did in the background in Fireman Sam, because I think it's quite intricate, and I actually prefer looking at the backgrounds than I do the actual characters themselves.
I like the
actual
background of this one
animation,
especially as well.
So especially when the kids walking, because they're so tiny, they're like.
Oh, I didn't get that at all.
Yeah,
I don't see that at all.
Funny. I thought that this walk style was quite funny. The fact that they're always like this. I don't mind it too much though. It was a little bit janky, but I think as it goes on, it gets smoothed out.
I think one of the failings of the show is that we were given so many names because Pat visited everyone in the village, and I was mentally blanking them out after some point because there's just too many. I'm not going to remember. Bump. And this is Mrs. Pottage and Gabbage, and there's the What's It twins, and it's too much.
Pottage twins. Mrs. Pottage.
Oh, there you go. See?
But it's just like, but it makes me laugh. It's like while Pat's talking to her, she's looking at the letter, and she's just looking at it. They don't actually. You sometimes you see them open it because they just flap it. The flap comes up and then they open it. But sometimes they're just looking at it, and I'm like, are you gonna open it? Are you scared?
Yeah, she knows that's a final demand. That's the full that's full closing on her house if she's just staring.
It's a white letter. It would be brown, but yeah, no.
That's a court summons says.
Yeah.
I did laugh because I was like, when the kids were opening their presents, and like the little boy like really loved his, and then as soon as Katie opened his, I put, but Katie's was a shit present.
Yeah. I thought that's just why she was unhappy.
There are on YouTube. There are Postman Pat versions that have been redubbed, so it's foul-mouthed.
I didn't watch any.
And it's horrific, and it's the funniest thing ever because it takes this really. I have no idea, but in the dubbed version, the kid would have opened it and goes, "What's this shit?" It's
Oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah,
I watched one like a month ago. It was Pat having a go at his own gingerhead son.
Yeah. His son and his family wasn't in this one.
He's not.
Is it a while before they get introduced?
they're not in it till much later.
Yes, it was. I think it was like the third series before the kids were. His family was shown. But yeah, they're not introduced straight away. He's got to be a man of the people.
Some more interesting animation production issues that I feel like they had. Jess was interesting. She kind of floated about, and there were many points in which, like, there was a point where Pat opened the door, she was clinging to the window, and then she was just like on there, and then he just slammed it back in, and I'm like, jeez.
I know exactly.
Be careful with your cat, man.
I know exactly.
She don't give a damn.
I watched it. That cat's dead.
Yeah, many points. Jess, there were just points where she just was not really included in the scene. I feel. I find that or like not physically possible.
I've only watched one, but I remember the show. I remember I used to. It was on. And it was one of those things. It was so ubiquitous. It was so everywhere that you were going to end up watching one, even if you didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
And Jess is just there.
Mm-hmm.
It's never.
There are a few episodes where they revolve around Jess.
Out of 184 episodes, there aren't many.
No.
Which is strange because.
Kind of okay though.
Yeah, I know, but she's
just his cat.
But it's part of the theme song. It's like Postman Pat and his cat Jess, who just happens to be there.
He talks to her though, and she does stuff. It's like they went to the party, and she was at the party wearing a hat and playing with the kids.
Demon.
They didn't call the the show Postman Pat and Jess.
I suppose, but it's in the theme tune.
Postman Pat and his black and white cat.
Yeah, but so is his sack. I didn't see his sack at all in this episode.
It was under his nose.
That would be an interesting episode.
So this was set. So
he's got a big sack.
So where is this set? What's the name of the village?
Greendale.
That's the one.
All right, for 1 million bonus points, can you tell me the name of the nearest town?
I would have heard it in the episode somewhere.
I don't think it was mentioned actually. Yeah, but it's.
Yeah, I don't think it's mentioned in this one. But I'm going to kick myself.
In the show it is at some point.
Yeah. It's they're quite often
Isn't it
say
in Wales
it.
somewhere?
No. I'll tell you where it is in a second.
I thought it was in the Yorkshire Dales.
So the nearest town is Pencaster.
Oh, that's it, Pencaster. Yeah.
And both Greendale and Pencaster lie on the border between Cumbria and North Yorkshire. The show was
so right
created
in
by a
the
chap called John Cunliffe, who grew up in Cumbria and took his inspiration from the area. John Cunliffe also created Rosie and Jim, which I know you know, Jennifer.
Yep.
I've heard of Rosie and
I
Jim.
was going to say,
You'll
Jeremy
recognise
would
it.
know about Rosie and Jim as well.
Yeah, you're
I
absolutely.
know the theme song.
Rosie and Jim.
Yeah.
Wait, was Rosie and Jim the one with the sac magique?
No, that's
that's
Rosie
Teen-
and Jim are the two rag dolls that lived on the narrowboat.
Yep.
Timmy, Tom, and Tiny is the sac
That's-
magique.
Le sac
That's
magique.
Tiny Tots.
Timmy, Tom,
Tiny Tots.
Tiny Tots. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that too.
So in the very first series, all of the voices were done by a chap called Ken Barry. But that was only for the first series. They started reintroducing, which I found a bit uncanny valley, because
Did they?
yeah, oh yeah, they got their own voices. I found it a little weird because Ken Barry's got quite a distinctive voice, and then you've got Pat, and then you've got the other guy, which is Pat with a slightly deeper voice, and you've got Charles, which is Pat with a slightly higher voice.
So there was a couple of times, like when he was talking to
Hitler.
no, not Hitler.
was
one
sounding
of
exactly the same as
the
that guy.
ladies, and his voice was the same, and it didn't quite
Yeah,
work.
I found it a little uncanny valley. It wasn't.
He does develop their accents so that they do become a little bit more distinct the further. It's like Ted's
Yeah.
Ted's gets really thick, Dale.
Yeah, he's like, ooh,
And
just
you know,
really low
like
down.
yeah.
I could have sworn that it was one guy doing the whole thing.
I don't
throughout all
remember
the
them,
show.
but
But
they
then
must
with the-
do because the wife. I remember the wife not having a lady's voice, so they must do. So.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I remember him putting on a really, really bad, kind of like Fireman Sam style, high pitched man trying to do a woman's voice.
Yeah.
Thing. I swear that happened.
Oh,
in this show
absolutely,
as
because
well.
there's so many characters. He's got to like.
I swear it was just the actual show. I didn't realize they got other people on.
Yes. But Ken Barry did the first series, and he sang the theme song. Oh, we didn't mention the theme song. Jeremy,
Did he?
resident musical person. What do you think?
I love this theme song.
Really?
It's brilliant. Yeah, I was listening to it when I was getting it, and I was it's like the first time because we watched a really clear version.
We did
of
a
the
good
episode.
version, yeah.
It's like high definition. That's the most impressive I've ever seen Postman Pat. And went to listen to the theme song. I listened to the actual release of it. It's about 3 minutes long. It got about to the last 30 seconds of the song before I went to look at how long I'd been watching it for. Been listening to it for because it was just on. I was like, it's all right. It's not bad. Like you can hear everything nice. Like the instrumentation's really good, and it's just like it does the job. It is very much because he like it very much is a perfect fit for the show. It's very relaxed and very.
I wrote down in my notes. This is very gentle. All of it. It's very.
I put jolly,
I put annoyingly gentle.
and then I put very earwormy, because we all three of us will be singing this for days now. Days.
I think Simon Sam was more earwormy than this one, but yeah, definitely.
I also
think
put rude
it's in that
versions
same
though,
camp.
because I never ever sing the actual version. I always sing the rude versions.
There's a bit halfway through where he's singing along in his gentle voice, and he does a little halfway through the song, and it's like nails on a chalkboard. It really annoyed me. Just don't, right?
I didn't mind it. No, it
No,
sounded
so it
alright.
didn't-
I wasn't
yeah.
really listening.
It is an earworm though. You're right. I will be singing that tomorrow. Like you said, it won't be the clean version.
Really happy.
I want the death metal version.
I'm sure there's one that's been done.
Yeah.
It was actually released as a single in 1982, sung by Ken Barry. Can you tell me, without looking it up, where it placed in the UK charts?
I reckon number 3.
3, 2, 2.
Really? I know the English historically have got a terrible
The
taste,
80s.
shit
The
taste in
80s.
music. No,
Yeah.
number 44.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
I think
Well, Fireman and Sam did really well.
it'd only been out a year. I think it was too soon if they'd like left it a little bit
Yeah,
longer.
maybe if they'd left it a couple of years, they would re-released it.
But why?
Maybe they should put that for the Christmas #1 this year.
Not Rage Against the Machine again.
No, Rage Against the Machine again, no.
Postman?
Rage Against the Machine playing Postman Pat.
Yeah.
Postman Pat sings Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Fuck the government.
Up until the year 2000, Royal Mail used Postman Pat as a key moment. I'm going to start again. Up until the year 2000, the Royal Mail used Postman Pat in a lot of their promotional material. And then he got sacked, which makes me laugh, because he didn't fit in with the company's corporate image.
Yeah, because I noticed in this one he doesn't have the official Royal Mail
No.
seal on his van,
I was
but
gonna
he
ask
does
him
have
about
in
that.
later series.
Yes, because he was endorsed at some point. He was kind of adopted by the Royal Mail. You're right, and then at some point the van becomes a proper bandit.
Because
Badged. Sorry.
I always thought that there was the crown on his van. Like I just picture his van with like the white stripe down the side, or the yellow stripe, sorry, down the side, and then the golden crown. But it had a castle on it in this one.
No, it was a crown.
Was
It was just.
castle?
It
It's a
wasn't
crown. It's just a star. It's not the actual Royal Mail
yeah.
one.
heavily
Yeah, so
stylized.
it's like a pointy
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. But he does get a real one later on.
It won in 2014. The Radio Times did a poll for most favourite children's television programme, and it won the most votes for the best children's programme of the 80s. So this is officially the most popular UK children's TV show of the 80s. It came in second in the most popular show in all time. So again third, just below Shaun the Sheep.
What for UK kids shows?
Yep.
What was number one?
Shaun the Sheep. Sorry, this was
Shaun the
second.
Sheep.
Yep. So Shaun the Sheep was the
second,
most
yeah.
popular kids TV show. And
I
Postman
prefer
Pat.
Timmy Time.
Timmy's better. Timmy's way better.
Timmy time.
Shaun the Sheep's boring. Anyway,
In 2009, Jess the cat got his own show.
I remember that.
It was aimed. Do you? I don't. I never knew. I did not know that until I looked it up.
Yeah, didn't watch it, but I remember. Yeah,
Can you remember what it was called?
was it just Jess and friends or something?
Yeah, that was called Guess with Jess.
Ah,
It was aimed at preschool children, and it was essentially let's guess what we're looking at.
Yeah, because you would have been what, 9?
right.
No,
Me?
2009,
No.
10,
No,
11.
I didn't watch it, but I do remember hearing about it and seeing adverts for it when it was.
Yeah, that's what I
when
mean.
it
So
was
you
broadcast.
you were 11 or whatever, weren't you? 2009, 9,
Yeah.
99. Yeah,
Yep.
11. So you would have seen it when you were watching kids' TV shows.
Probably did.
It's like, well, this, I don't actually remember watching it as a kid. I remember watching my sister watching it, who's 5 years younger than me. I remember it being on the TV and her loving it. But then when I found out it was actually released in 1981, I must have watched it.
81. So I would have been. Yeah,
I would have only been. I would have been
Must have watched it.
5.
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
So I must have watched it.
I don't remember.
I mean, it wouldn't have been. When did we move? When did we...
But you probably
It's
would
gonna-
have watched it.
It wouldn't have been in
like,
colour.
It wouldn't.
It would have been a few years
Not-
later that we actually got colour.
not in my house. It would have been in black and
No,
white.
it was black and
God,
white.
I'm so old.
Fair. I bet you though, this show works perfectly in black and white. I did write down though, just because of the one we watched. I don't think I ever remember Postman Pat being that colourful. I always thought
Oh,
it
no,
was a
I-
bit more. I thought his van was slightly more dull, and I thought his
More
uniform
muted
was slightly
colours.
deeper. Yeah. I thought
just-
it was a lot more.
It
It's
might have
probably
been-
just when it was broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
didn't
might have
have
been
the
our
colour
crappy,
technology at
the
the
crappy
time.
TV when we
Mm.
when you watched it.
Did anyone else notice that Pat can't actually drive his van?
No, yeah.
That's going to need a gear change in like a year. Yeah, because that was.
I put crappy
yeah.
van. He drives terrible, and it did make me laugh because it doesn't change. He just drives really badly. And they're actually in some of the later episodes, I remember him, like, if his van like breaks down or anything, he actually slightly gets the piss taken out of him by Ted because Ted's the workshop guy. There's a farmer guy that has a tractor, and they're always like rescuing him. And I think there's the slight piss taken because he is not a good driver.
But I also remember Ted being an idiot in later episodes. Like, he'd do stuff that was really stupid.
He's more of an inventor, kind of. He's more crackpot.
He'd be crap at simple stuff.
Yeah, the whole show suffers from, all right, not this episode, but the whole show suffers from a lot of children's television shows is that adults are idiots and the kids are smart. So you get a lot of that. So the kids will rescue the day and they'll have a good idea, and we're going to take this over there, but Ted's over there trying to, I don't know, tie his thumb to a steering wheel or something.
That kid, there was you guys noticed, I don't know if you guys remember this, but right at the birthday party there was a kid, it was kind of auburn hair, had glasses on. That kid's in so many episodes of Postman Pat, but he was never mentioned, like, no name or anything.
Like, I don't think. Character.
Oh no, I think he probably is.
I can't believe he doesn't have a
kid, isn't he?
I can't believe he doesn't have a name. Everyone's got a name, and we get full biographies.
Not in this episode, I don't think, but yeah, he's the Norman. The Norman. What's the
Norman Price?
Last name? That's it. In
Postman Pat's too gentle and nice. There's an element of danger in Fireman Sam, whereas Postman Pat, it's always, there's no mild peril. It's always, I've lost my teddy.
Yeah.
There is some mild peril. Like, I think Postman crashed his van once in
I bet he did it gently.
in a field.
Although I was
broken nail.
Saying that, from season 6 onwards, when it becomes subtitled Special Delivery Service, Pat gets a helicopter. High speed pursuit postal vans. And
what I find amusing though is he's still wearing his blue uniform with a tie, but he's just got a helicopter, like a racing helmet on or something.
Which just makes him look like a giant penis.
You may not know this, but I have been a postman. I worked as a postman, and none of the postmen I worked with ever dressed like that.
No.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be set like it's not even in the 80s, is it? It's supposed to be set like, I kind of get the feeling it's set a little bit later.
Oh, so I just took it as contemporary.
Like 60s, 70s. Yeah, I didn't.
Don't know. Seeing that, seeing the inside of her home, I would have said 60s, 50s, 60s.
It's just
but that could just be a small, rural, like up north.
Yeah. And not to disparage, I've met many fine post office workers, but they wish they were as that approachable and nice as Postman Pat.
Yeah. Oh, our postman's nice.
Our postman's lovely. I said in general.
Yeah, Pat's definitely getting up to some shady stuff.
Well, I put here, his job is piss easy. He literally had 5 houses and 2 letters, and that's why he spends so long fucking around.
And I swear, he went to like address A up here, and then he went over to the next one, and then he like comes back and crosses himself and goes to one in the middle, and then drives. But
yeah, he does. He
doesn't have. As a postman, you don't have time to do that. To get on with it.
He's got all day.
No, you don't.
He doesn't do any of the other stuff that normal postman. He rocks up to the post office. She's already sorted it all out, and it's been dropped off at the post office. He then wanders around all day.
I did put in my notes, I can't help but feel the post office is just not getting their money's worth with packets. I guarantee you he's overpaid.
I did think it was amusing. There were points that made me laugh. Like, there was a point where what's-his-face said, Pat went to see their mother. And then I put, oh yeah, like he always does on a Tuesday.
Yeah. So instantly I put definitely some wife swapping going on there. They're always in and out of each other's houses. It's like, oh yeah. Katie was here with her mum yesterday afternoon.
She was playing out in the van while we were busy.
It's a small village. Everybody knows everybody.
And Pat with that nose was very
Absolutely.
popular.
They would be jumping in and out of bed.
Yeah.
It happens.
When did the Indian couple come in with the train station? Because there's no train station in.
I don't
No,
know.
not yet.
Yeah.
It's a bit later on, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's a good.
It's
one.
the
Yeah.
because it goes from Pencaster to Glendale. That's a bit later on.
Well, as the show goes on, Greendale gets bigger, and Pencaster actually changes character a couple of times. It was like the bigger town, or the slightly larger town just down in the valley, and then at one point it becomes a dock. So it becomes a seaside town,
Yeah.
and then it's, I think in the special delivery service ones at the end, it's like a big bustling metropolis. Not
Yeah,
metropolis,
But
like
isn't
sort
the
of-
special delivery service in Pencaster?
It is. He moves to Pencaster. Yeah.
Yep. So Pat has basically industrialized this small village just because of his post work.
Well, yeah.
So apart from the 184 episodes, there have been 13 Christmas specials and movies, which made me laugh. There has been any number of stage shows and Postman Pat on ice and some poor bloke paid to wear an enormous Postman Pat suit and there you go, juggle these knives and jump through that hoop. Oh, here's Pat. Shit.
Not even someone dress up as Postman Pat. They have to wear like the head.
The whole
at
thing.
least.
They're looking
And
at the
it's
little
just-
holes in his throat.
Just do a gritty 90s version of Postman Pat. Yeah, he's a superhero. He throws letters.
I'm thinking more of a John Wick type character. He moves through Greendale assassinating bad
They
guys.
call me the postman
Yeah, and
because I deliver the letters.
ninja starring letters across the across the lane to take out some.
Ted accidentally runs over his cat, and then that's it. Comes out of retirement.
I deliver the death sentence.
Yeah, please, someone make that. I've got a special delivery for
There
you.
must be.
And he pulls out a hand
I
grenade.
swear there's anime Postman Pat.
See,
I'm sure it's been done.
I swear there is. I think I've seen something like this.
Postman Pat is gonna deliver. Yeah, no, I think if that's not been made, can someone make it and then credit us for coming up with the idea, please?
Yes, please.
There was a Postman Pat village at Longleat Safari Park for a number of years. It was mainly made up of models of different parts of Greendale and models of different characters from the show. So that would have been very popular with a certain age of child, I can imagine.
I think there's a Postman Pat ride at
That sounds familiar.
It goes 1 mile an hour, stops repeatedly.
I think it was just like a little roller coaster of his van. Oh, where is hang on, it's not long, it's
What the hell?
And I need to look this one up. I didn't have time, but in 1988, as there was a rush to do this kind of thing, a computer game was released on the usual culprits, the Spectrum, the Commodore 64, and the Amstrad CPC, where you could help him deliver letters and solve problems for the villagers. Rocking stuff.
Wholesome.
It's just like it was just the thing to do. We're going to release this kid show. Here is a computer game.
Oh, the Postman Pat ride is at Alton Towers in CBBS land. I thought it was at Drayton Manor, which has got like the Ben 10 and all those other kinds of roads. But yeah, that's the Postman Pat ride at Alton Towers. You help Postman Pat to deliver the mixed up post. Postman Pat Parcel is an interactive kids theme park ride. Problem solving with CBBS land. CBBS land. There you go. All for your
Interactive.
childhood fun. Off you go.
So you have to sit in a replica of a van that smells like cat wee.
Yes, exactly. Because other children have sat in it, there probably does smell like cat wee.
I was
Gross.
never really a big fan of Postman Pat.
Yes, you know, I really liked Postman Pat. It was one, you know, there's few, as a parent, there are a few kids shows that actually you don't mind watching with your child. I mean, after 32,000 times seeing it, then yeah, it can be a bit much. But Postman Pat was an alright one to sit and watch.
I suppose it is so gentle and inoffensive that it's just like
Yeah, it doesn't make you want to draw your own eyeballs out like some of them.
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to watch like completely off your tits.
I think that's how the swearing Postman Pat came out.
Yeah, the high ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drink every time he crunches the gear or beeps his horn, because he does that constantly as well, which I get in rural
Drink
places.
Yeah, as when he goes around corners and over bridges, yeah.
Although he was the only vehicle on the roads, there wasn't a single other vehicle, and
He did some impressive driving though.
I know out in the Dales and Yorkshire, and we've got it ready to get single track roads, but the whole village is a single track road. That van is like
Barely fits the car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a small van as well.
Yes.
Well,
It doesn't need anything bigger.
You had the blue shop van, the mobile shop van.
That's
But
true.
you didn't see that driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes he meets stuff coming the other way. I like things like the Christmas snow ones, because there'll be snow everywhere, and I don't know, maybe because it's really simple.
Yeah. It is.
Ooh,
Yeah. It's
I vaguely remember a Christmas one where he was sliding everywhere.
Yeah.
His van was sliding. That was.
Oh yeah.
the only one.
I mean, his driving was even worse.
So I take it from that you would recommend this if someone with a small child says, "Oh, watch it, Postman Pat, should we watch it?" Yeah, watch North
Why
Face.
would you not recommend it?
Satanic children.
There's no. Oh,
Oh,
There's no-
the older one, the kid with the black hair and the raincoat. He's an asshole. I remember that.
Oh, the one who dropped
He's
the letter
always
in the
trying to be
puddle.
better than everybody else.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, what did I write down?
Yeah,
Every
he's a bit.
episode, he does
Oh, yeah.
something like that.
So it's like, no car park at the school, and then the next note is
Yeah.
just, "You little shit."
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not even. It's the fact that they've all got to school early. There's no teachers there. There's nobody looking after
Yeah.
these children. The older one, who's not actually that much older, is given the letters, which I'm sure is not
Oh no, you can't.
protocol.
Up the code with the Royal Mail.
He's given them because they're old, and then promptly drops one in the bloody puddle.
You're right. Pat should have.
Just back in the days where random postmen could hang out on playgrounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Randomly.
Without
just
getting
talking
accosted.
to the children. They all kind of swarmed around him. I was like, "Woof, this is a bit weird."
Can't stay.
Well, that's why they're not allowed to do it now, because of the 80s.
Yeah.
Can't stay, kids. Got to go see your mum and then your mum.
You wanna
Yeah,
come
you're
pet
all
my
at school
cat?
now.
My dad's at home today. Shit.
All the different letters.
And then just as how little mail he delivers, I don't know if you noticed, in the end credits, he's standing there, he's got 6 letters in his hand, and he looks like he's never seen one before in his life. He looks proper. What am I doing with these?
So,
Actually, going back to the mums, there's actually, I don't remember seeing, there isn't a lot of mention of the dads.
No, there isn't.
nope.
Because Pat's
As
got
you
rid
go
of them.
further on into the episodes.
Greendale's it's actually a cult village.
Yeah.
They're all sister wives of Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the couple that you get, the couple who owns the railway station. I'm just trying to think of ones where they've done like whole village get-togethers,
Well,
and then
well,
you do
have,
get the odd.
Yeah, you got Hitler, you got the Reverend, you've got Ted.
Yeah, so the Reverend definitely doesn't. I think he has a dog or something.
He was talking about his brother or something, right?
Ted. Yes, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
His brother.
He went over to
Ted's-
Mallorca, and I was like, "That's a bit of a random tangent."
That's right.
But I like the fact that he delivered the postcard and then promptly told him what was in it, because he'd already read it. Ted is supposed to be a typical like engineer, whereas they're a little bit on the spectrum. That's why he's really thick at like doing stuff like making a sandwich, but he can strip down a steam engine and put it back together again. But he lives on his own.
Like that.
The twins' mum I don't ever see, and then there's a blonde mum as well. I don't ever see their other halves. They're never mentioned. So I don't know whether it's kind of working on the basis that they're at work.
I think you see Mrs. Goggins' husband at some point, right?
No, Mrs. Goggins lives on her own. She's in the post box. She's the post lady. I think she might have a sister.
Maybe that's one.
Probably.
Same as Mrs. Hubbard. She's on her own. The doctor. The doctor is a lady doctor. She's on her own, and I think she has a daughter later on in the series.
So long since I've watched Postman Pat.
Well, I'm impressed that you remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
they're
a couple of old men, but apart from that, not really many
That's
other.
why Pat doesn't want
blokes
to leave.
Apart from Pat. Yeah. That's why he's a bachelor in the first few seasons.
Yeah. Pat's getting the action.
And then his wife moves to town. He's like,
God damn it.
Pat Clifton,
The only way you can
keep
get
an eye
joint
on you.
custody of the kid.
Who, according to the YouTube video I saw, he doesn't like. 'Cause he's ginger.
Yeah, no?
Yeah, but Pat's ginger.
Yeah.
He's Auburn. Like his kid's ginger.
His kid's
soulless.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Pat is reddish. His kid is ginger.
Well, I think the missus is slightly ginger, isn't she?
I don't remember.
She's got like the same colour as Pat, I think.
She's got like she
I
definitely
think
had
I
curly
vaguely
hair,
remember her.
but I can't remember.
Mrs. Pat.
Postman
Mrs.
Pat's
Clifton.
wife.
Come on, man's got a name. Anyway, so
Ms. Pat.
you'd recommend this
No, that's a
if somebody had a
Yes, I would.
Jeremy. As the younger member of the team, was this a sit around on a Friday night? Oh, it's come on, let's get shit faced to watch Postman Pat. Would this be improved by being drunk and or high? Not that I'm saying you do. Either.
I don't. Yeah, I mean probably because it'll be something I show someone who's never seen it before, because everybody's seen it. I feel like it is. Jesus. It is definitely something I would say for someone with kids to watch, because you should watch it. How have you never decided to show your kid Postman Pat? Like,
And
it's
this
the
has been,
safest thing ever.
this has been shown all over the world. This has been sold
It's
to
like
so
super
many.
famous now.
Yeah.
So Disney now.
Wouldn't surprise me, everybody else is. So, Jennifer,
Yes.
rate this show for me
It's out of 10.
out of 10.
8.
Wow. I'm impressed. I didn't think you were going to go that high.
I love Pat. Postman Pat's great. In fact, when I was watching the first episode, I was like, I remember watching this like with the kids. I remember watching it as a kid.
Okay.
It's idyllic.
8 it is. Jeremy, do
Whoa.
you agree with that?
Just looking like in the newer ones, in the animated Postman Pat, I think this is the movie. His wife gets a massive upgrade.
Would you bang that? Right? Who tap that?
The newer
was-
one,
I was
the
gonna-
older one, she looks like she's a '70s reject. But yeah,
Yes, they all look like that.
his son does look like a little shit as well.
I was going to mention the new ones because they go like the whole Fireman Sam dead eyes,
Yeah.
horrific animation.
What's the guy that you like? He's in that hospital show that you like, the comedy one.
Stephen Mangan,
I know. Wait, what's?
Mark Keep,
Find out the comedy show first.
the Green Wing.
You mean Green Wing?
Green, yeah,
Yeah,
he's in that.
That doesn't help. There's lots of people.
Do you
in
mean the one with black hair?
Black curly hair?
Yeah,
Guy
him.
Secretary.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Stephen,
plays
what's his
Pat
name?
in the
I-
movie, doesn't he?
I think you're right. I think he does.
Yeah.
Does his
I was
voice?
like that. The recent one, anyway.
Watch Green Wing. It's hilarious. Yeah. So
Yeah. So I rate this as 6.6.
6.6. That's pretty.
Yep.
Okay. So that's 2/3 basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's getting a 3.9.
I knew you were gonna rate it low.
Well, it's so gentle and it's so soothing. It just becomes beige. It's boring.
It's not. Hey, that was Henry's cat. This is a bit more substance, I think. This is relaxing to watch, whereas Henry's cat's just like, oh.
I wouldn't say Henry Cat's relaxing. Henry Cat is a bit of an acid
No.
trip.
That was
See,
strange.
look, I think you're both better because that gives Postman Pat a rating of 6.1, which that's quite high.
Yeah. Not on my high enough, in my opinion, but
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. It's Pat.
yeah.
All right, nose lovers. So there you go, people. 6.1 for Postman Pat. Do you agree with us? If you don't, if you agree with me, write in and let us know. You can contact us on all of the usual platforms. Facebook, Instagram. You can email us at serialviewing@gmail.com. You can get in touch with us on our Facebook page, like James did. Thank you, James. Through the website, you can leave us a voicemail. You can send, there's so many ways. Talk to us. Tell us if you agree with us.
Wait,
or
are we
not.
done?
We're finished. Yeah, that was it. That was Postman
Really?
Pat. Yeah. Sorry,
Why have you got more to talk about?
Did you have more to say?
I feel like we didn't talk about anything.
There's not really a lot to talk about. An elderly man
but,
doesn't
I
do
mean-
his job, and
Yeah.
I don't know, kind of faffs around town a bit.
Elderly?
Jess he's not old.
All right, an older gentleman.
I wouldn't have said that at all. I
26.
would have said he's in his 30s. What are you talking about? Where'd you get elderly from?
Postman Pat groupie here.
No, he's definitely in his late 30s.
One of the
by the time
Yeah.
one of the
this
Cliftonettes.
Oh, is his age ever confirmed? I'm gonna.
I think he's in his 30s. I think he's like 36, to be honest.
I would have been a
Yeah.
Ted Glenn.
He could be slightly
who-
older, to be fair. Looking at
Who
him.
else?
Anyway,
I think one of them is Ted's birthday.
Probably.
probably. I think 9 of them are probably Ted's birthday.
Oh, Bill Thompson. Bill Thompson's the one with the tractor and the farmer, and he's
That's it.
he knows how to do everything. It's
He
very
has a wife.
sensible. Yes, he does. Isn't I was going to say it's the Thompson twins, but that's not right.
No, that's no.
Thompson twins.
There's
Are
a band,
pop
aren't
group.
they? Yeah, they're a pop group.
Pop
yeah.
group.
I was going to look it up. I'm like, why do I know
I
that?
feel like they are the Thompson twins, though, aren't they?
I think there is some Thompson twins in there.
Hang on.
I think there is more than one set of twins, for reasons.
No, the Thompsons are sheep and pigeons. Cows.
What?
They've all got their names.
What?
Okay, so Dorothy Thompson is Alf Thompson's wife.
Obviously.
Yep.
She's
got that.
blonde, bit of stuff. Pat's
PC
definitely
Selby.
doing her. PC Selby,
Oh, I
yeah.
remember him.
Remember
yeah.
him?
Yeah, big bushy.
Yeah.
He's absolutely an idiot. I mean, he's a typical 80s
Kid
policeman.
show
in the-
policeman.
Yeah. Complete idiot.
What's his name for Balamori?
Oh, don't get me started on that.
PC Plum. That's it, isn't it?
PC drip.
He's such a twat.
Are we not doing them?
No,
we not
it's too
do
late.
that?
No, we will never
I
do
think I'll do
Balamory
that.
because we don't really want to know what the story is in Balamory.
No.
Oh, there's
I
definitely
watched the
some
first episode.
some
not that long
dodgy
ago.
stuff going on with that.
Miss Hooley
Miss Healy.
and what's his name? The guy lives in
What,
oh
the guy
Archie
in the-
lives in the Pink Castle.
Archie.
You
that's
see,
it.
for somebody who doesn't like it and never wants to talk about it, somebody knows an awful lot
Somebody-
about Bala flipping
Sees
boy.
Somebody
A lot
had
of
to
it.
sit through a lot of Balamory with a certain young child. It's no in
Yeah,
the
see,
night
I'm-
garden. Let's put it that.
Yeah, I quite liked. I didn't have a problem with Balamory. I mean, yeah, it's not Postman
Oh.
Pat. Can't keep watching
How-
it.
Old is Postman Pat.
36. I saw him going.
Pat Clifton.
Yep. Cannot
His
help.
son's 6. I mean, it gives him a
That doesn't
name.
help.
Pat celebrates his
Uh,
birthday in a couple of them.
How old do you reckon he is? Come on, before Jeremy finds it.
38.
There you go.
Henry wins with 35 in the main series.
Hang on,
He's 33 in Postman Pat the movie.
hang on. It just says CBBS Grown Ups. Postman Pat is 30,
Nah,
and that was in 2011.
Nah.
Hey, I'm on the Wikipedia.
Anyway,
His own page.
That was Postman Pat. Please go watch the video if you've never heard of Postman Pat before. Tell us if you disagree with us. Tell us if you agree with us. Can anyone remember what we're doing next time?
Hang on. Can we just reverse a little bit?
We're not going to let this one go. Yeah, go for it.
I've just found a website called Why Postman Pat is the most disturbing show for children on TV. What?
Why?
And? What's the answer?
Hot damn, that is charming and whimsical. Pat pootles around in his van with his cat and just delighted and full and British. Typical episode names are Postman Pat and the Crazy Crockery. And that was all fine, perfectly normal. But that was 1981. Things have changed since then.
Tune in next week to find out the answers to why Postman Pat is the worst children's show to show your children. I found out as well. Postman Pat, the show, is 30 years old.
Right.
In
Oh,
2011.
okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
Oh, I think they're talking about when it turns into the special delivery service. That's why it's disturbing. And then he's talking about the cost. So the cost of all the high-tech equipment. So like the command center would be £10 million. The helicopter would be like 120,000.
Yeah.
drugs.
He's a plane.
All this stuff, yeah.
It's drugs. It's obviously drugs.
And then yeah, that's it. That's what they're talking about. They reckon it's they reckon it's a front for like spies and stuff like that.
Yes.
He's got a mysterious past.
Pat walks into Mrs. Goggins and she hands him a long rifle-shaped package and he just leaves a couple of gold coins on the counter.
And a picture.
Yes.
Anyway,
can anyone remember if we ever finish this show? Can anyone tell me what we're watching next time?
No.
Right, hang on. Sorry, I
no
backed
idea.
up. Whose choice was this? Why did we watch Postman Pat? Was it mine?
It was
I think it must be. I don't think it's mine. It wasn't mine.
Oh, that means next.
You've got the paper.
That means next week's mine as well.
I think, did I put Postman Pat?
I don't know. Well, one of us did. So next week we are watching Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Wait, is this not my choice?
oh, Samurai Pizza Cats is definitely my. Oh, it might be your choice actually. Anyway,
I think it was mine because it was the one that I wanted to see. I've never seen it.
it's
I want to
utterly
see it.
irrelevant because Samurai Pizza Cats is one of my favourite children's TV shows of all time. It's
I've never watched
gonna
it either,
be
Jeremy. So it's going to be new.
set your face
Interesting.
to what the fuck.
It's a long time coming.
It is slightly insane. And go watch an episode. Go watch it. If you're listening to this, seriously, before we do the episode next week, go watch it because it is nuts.
Henry has spoken about Samurai Pizza Cats for about 20 years.
Since the yeah,
I was going to say
since the mid
a
'90s.
couple of decades.
It's got everything. It's got samurais, pizzas, and cats. It's got mech suits. It's got kick-ass theme tunes. It's got robot crows. There's a cross-dressing bad guy. It's amazing. It is proper. I'm not going to give you too much.
Mindfuck.
Yeah. And when they get deployed, they all get shot out of a cannon. It's great. Seriously, it's brilliant. It's genius and weird. So join us for that, please.
Explosive episode.
For episode.
I'm just going to hate on it, just like you hate on all my TV shows.
I'm going to love it so much I don't care. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us. That was Postman Pat. Say goodbye, people.
Goodbye, people.
Bye.
People of the world.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat.
Pat is a very lucky twat.
That's the one. The only reason you play the outro is for YouTube, and then you guys are just speaking over it, so I can't edit that out. So that was literally redundant.
Right, let me stop the audio. Okay, audio has been stopped.
Well, awesome.
Greetings, after show viewers. Although
Hello?
I feel like we've already had the after show because you guys wouldn't let that one end. It's like this little man in my head saying, "Just let it die, let it go."
Well,
Just
no.
because you hate Pat so much.
Yeah, you just wanted to do like a 5-minute show, bum it out, let's go.
After what he said to me
Yeah.
in 1992, we've not been cool
Get in the
since,
van.
and he still owes me money. Jeremy.
Just washed up Pat.
I wouldn't buy drugs for him.
Yeah.
I owe him money for a quarter kilo of sweet Colombian G.
What?
I don't know. I'm making shit up.
Oh, okay.
I bet you in the 70s, Pat dressed like amazingly. He had like the full. He had a full fro, like a Ali Yankovic sort of thing down here, like the flares.
He had a
yeah, I bet.
cocaine. He had his little cocaine pinky nail as well. So
Yeah.
right, Jeremy,
Pat was
talk to me
Pat-
and
Pat was a boy.
rate your favourite theme tune ever.
Not my favorite theme tune
Whatever,
ever.
you love it.
It was good. It was alright. I will rate it a 67. I think everything I'm gonna rate for Postman Pat is 2/3.
Jennifer,
It's not bad.
counter the 67. What do you get?
What, for the theme
Theme
tune?
yeah.
No way. 62.
62.
Yeah, actually, no, it's Postman Pat. He can have 69.
I was thinking that.
Well, I'm giving it 25. Screw the pair of you.
Dodgy nose.
It was really gentle and
Bad, Henry.
it was no. Joe, it is an earworm. That's why it's got 25. Okay, I'll give you that. But it is just a bit magooed, it's a bit
Postman Pat.
bland, and
It's so
It's not. It's
recognised.
jolly and
it's like
do do
I'm
do
trying
do
to-
do do.
it's like trying to listen to music while your brain is being like pushed through a cotton wool ball.
It was so much better than Mary Mungo and Midge and Henry's Cat and
I'll give you that.
Fine and Sam and
Not going to argue with that.
and Wurzel Gummidge and
I've heard
most things we've done.
animals straining to have a poo that's better than Burgles of Gummidge. Well, that gives it a rating
Oh my god.
of 54 for the thing, which there you go.
Hurry up, Jess! God damn it, we gotta go. There was a point where he dropped the doll on Jess, and she went meow, and I just imagine like 5 seconds later that doll is just in pieces all over the van. Yeah.
Well, I gave it a 34 for weirdness. For his nose, the way that everyone works, the disturbing lack of men in the village.
Yeah, I think we're looking way too much into this.
Weirdness. I found it weird. Tell me you didn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't find it weird. It can have 15 for their noses.
They didn't. Knob nose.
And I would say I'd give them more because some of them are just decidedly really thick, but some people are really like that, so no. So it can have 15. I didn't find it very weird at all.
Jeremy.
People, unintelligence is not something to be ashamed of.
Well, no, it's not because you live a life free of
Burn!
what?
I thought you were burning Jeremy.
No.
Yeah, I thought you didn't finish. And
What? Well, I wasn't because somebody said, "Ooh, burn," and I hadn't finished my bloody sentence.
You ruined it, Henry. Bad burn.
Bad burn.
It wasn't a burn at all. I was saying that being unintelligent isn't actually that bad because you
Moving
live your
on.
life differently.
It's
Right.
simpler.
Yes.
Weirdness, Jeremy.
Weirdness. I'm going to give it I'm going to join you in the 30s because of the fact that Pat was hanging around in the playground with kids, and the fact that he would often visit these single mums in the afternoon.
I've got a package for you, Mrs. Goggins. So go on, give me a number.
Pat secretly got rid of the dolls so that the kids would be out of the house trying to find it. Anyway, I'm gonna give it 34.
So it's exactly the same as me.
Oh, was it? I forgot we gave it.
It's fine. That gives it a 28 for weirdness, which is I'm okay with Jennifer, did you learn anything? The more you know.
Well, I didn't learn anything, but there are some educational values.
Go on then. What? Enlighten me. Educate me.
Well,
If
about
you do
being
your work,
nice to people.
It doesn't matter how long it takes you to do it.
The kindness, the one thing of kindness is like, so he was helpful and helped people around.
That's uncanny because
People always like a slack off.
So give me a number.
45.
Bloody hell.
It's a kids' TV show. Theoretically, it should be 100 because it should be educating them while they're enjoying themselves. But I don't think that this was.
I gave it a 15.
That bad.
I gave it 15, and I gave it the number for almost for the reason you said it, because it was be nice to people, help out if you can, get a decent job where you don't have to actually do a lot of work.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, round us out.
I'd say 30 because it probably inspired some people, some kids to want to become a postman and showed people that being a postman isn't that bad. It's actually very plain.
Become a postman, get compared to Postman Pat. Trust
true.
me,
There you go.
happened.
Especially if your name's Pat.
You do have a massive honker nose.
I have a Roman nose. It's Roman all over my face.
Pat nose. Nah.
Yeah.
I actually thought I looked a little bit like Pat, but
Or like his son.
oh.
So you seem to be the most impressed by Postman Pat, Jennifer. So
It's not so much, it's not so much impressed.
So
I just
give us
enjoy it.
your
Oh,
impact.
he has a natural charm over ladies. He's just his sexual magnetism is too much.
That's it. It's his sexual
Yeah.
magnetism.
Yeah, that all makes sense now.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
So go on then. Impact, awesomeness, however you want to rate it.
Oh, I definitely was really impact. There's a lot of impact. I mean, everybody. It's quite a popular TV series, and the fact that it was second as the most favourite TV show of all time.
Yeah. Kids TV
So,
show of the two, yeah. That was
it's
up to
definitely going to
2000
get up. Oh, and also it must have had some impact because people remember the name tune, they remember the TV show.
I'll give you that because I remembered his last name.
Yeah.
I
So
remember
85.
Mrs. Goggins.
85, wow. And Jeremy.
I was going to go pretty high in the 80s, but you gave it 80s, so I'm going to go 72.
I'm going to...
Similar reasons.
39.
Mm.
Yeah, it was all right.
Really?
Yeah. I get why it has been
You
so
win
popular.
personal impact.
I get why it was. It got 39. That's more than a third. Since we're doing thirds.
I think you said that's a good thing. You didn't even get a C.
It got that because I know the theme tune. I remembered his name, which is a weird thing to do. Let's be honest.
It's a weird thing for you to remember.
I don't remember anything. It was impactful enough that he became the spokesperson for a nationalised organisation.
Yeah, exactly.
So 39. So that gives it an overall rating of. Why can I?
I've got Pat's on the.
Is that Pat on the lamb?
Special delivery service.
That gives it 65, which ain't bad. That's quite high,
Not
actually.
bad.
That's disturbing.
It's good. I'm good. I don't think we've had anything with an impact over 60.
Yeah, and
Henry has
it was
dislike.
Postman Pat. That's weird. So it'll be interesting to see if our Postman episode it becomes as popular as our Fireman Sam episode, its closest cousin, because that, if you didn't know, viewers, has been our most popular episode ever.
That's totally not the reason why we did Postman Pat.
Totally not. Well, no, we kind of had to, just because it is a cornerstone of British children's television programming.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I've got to do this. I'm contractually obligated. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know.
Yes.
Well, anything else? Apart from you're all really excited for Samurai Pizza Cats?
Yes.
Drink some alcohol.
Yeah.
Get silly. Watch it. Absorb it. Just bring it all in.
All of it.
It's gonna be amazing. There will be a quiz after the Pizza Cat one because it's
going to be interesting.
Everything's mental.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you very much for watching and for making it all the way through. We will catch you next time.
Thank you.
So say goodbye, people.
Bye.
Goodbye, people.
Bye.